Green Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school boys varsity basketball. We're at the regional finals here at Vandalia Butler Student Activity Center, where the Botkins Trojans will take on the Cedarville Indians. Tonight's game is brought to you by Clope Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Augley's Audiology, and NKTelco. Again, welcome to Vandalia High School. Regional final action here between Botkins and Cedarville, along with Jeff Henson. I'm Dave Kanapke. The Botkins Trojans, great season, 24-3. Shelby County League co-champions this year, 10-2 in the league. Jeff, they've won 11 in a row. They're coming off an explosive win that they had on Tuesday night at Newark Catholic, and it's been an historic season for the Trojans. They're hoping to make a little more history here tonight.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a while for the success. You mentioned their Shelby County Athletic League championship. Last time they won that was 1993, so one accomplishment. They win the district title, beating their nemesis, the Fort Laramie Redskins. They win the first district title since 2001. So they've accomplished a lot of firsts for this group of guys. And you're talking about a basketball town. No football, basketball is king. So the whole community, the whole village, this is a big game for them. This is taking them to new places again, which hadn't been in a while. They had some success back in the 90s and such, but today, these are the new generation Trojans, and they've had some big wins in tournament. Haven't played a lot of teams with winning records, but they've dominated the teams they've played. They're going to have a hands full tonight against a very good Cedarville team. Yeah,
Botkins trying to go to state for the first time since 1994. Cedarville, Jeff said, ranked number 7 in state, 24-1, 15-1 in the Ohio Heritage Conference in the South Division. They've won 18 in a row. They're looking for their first trip to state ever in boys basketball. They're coming off a big upset win over Tri-Village.
Yes, I stayed here to watch that game. They upset the #1 ranked team in the state of Ohio, Tri-Village. And they also, to get to that game, defeated a very good Jackson Center team last Saturday. Again, I saw that game. Both those games, Cedarville fell down by double-digit points in the third quarter. I think it was 10 against Jackson Center and 11 against Tri-Village. In the second half, they were able to find ways to get back in that game with their defense and came back and obviously won both those games and earn a right here at the regional finals.
Tonight, doing the national anthem to Botkins High School girls, Paige Dosick, a senior, and Ainsley Monger, a junior. Today they form the dynamic duo. They will do the national anthem. Great job of doing the national anthem here. Great job, girls.
I was fortunate enough to hear that twice. I heard them at the end of the regular season game against the New Knoxville Rangers doing it, and have the privilege to get to hear it again tonight. Super job, young ladies.
Looking there, as they're going to do the non-starters here of Botkins, looking down the tournament trail. In sectionals, they defeated Bradford by 18, beat Howson by 42, and you touched on it. Big one in the sectional final. They beat their nemesis, Fort Laramie, by 7.
Yeah, they knocked him out the year before in the semifinals, did they? And I was reading the articles. A lot of these seniors said even through junior high, it was always Fort Laramie, Fort Laramie, Fort Laramie getting their number. Well, this year the senior class able to get their number, if you will, and take their turn at the district title. And so far they've taken advantage of that.
And then last Saturday they defeated Fayetteville Perry 50-33. And then on Tuesday night they defeated pretty good Newark Catholic team 75-50. Of course, the hero in that game, Jamison Meyer, came off the bench and he just lit it up from three-point land.
He definitely jump-started the Trojans. It was a competitive game with Newark Catholic actually leading 17-50 at the end of the first quarter, but Meyer goes on to hit 3 more triples to add to his 3 hit in the first quarter. 6 three-point buckets in the first half, ended with 7. The Trojans made 12 in that game, and they rolled second, third, and fourth quarters and win by 25, but Meyer definitely coming off the bench helped them extend that lead.
Yeah, Coach Sean Powell in his 3rd year. His first year they lost Anzonio to buzzer beater by 1 over at the sectional tournament. Last year they talked about lost to Fort Laramie in the sectional final. So tonight they're trying to go to the state for the first time since 1994. They've been in the regional finals 3 other times before, and they hope the 4th time is the charm.
Yes, the regional finals this year, of course. 99 they lost to Fort Recovery. 94 they won it, and then back in 79 they lost to Cincinnati Summit Country Day.
Our starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. For the Trojans, number 0, Denton Holman, a 6'5" senior, averages 2 points a game. Number 4, Zane Paul, 5'11" senior, averages 7 points a game. Number 5, Jaden Pretty Powell, 5'10" senior, averages 14 points a game. Number 21, Carter Plyman, 6'5" sophomore, 9 points, 5 rebounds a game. Then the big guy, number 31 tonight, Jacob Plyman, a 6'5" junior, 15 points, 7 rebounds on the season. Head coach for the Botkins Trojans, Sean Powell, in his 3rd year. So now Cedarville Indians, they announce their non-starters. Their coach is Ryan Goodlove in his 10th year at Godlove in his 10th year at Cedarville. They won 18 in a row. Their only loss was to Springfield Northeastern January 5th, over 2 months ago. Talked to the coach before. Northeastern was pretty good team at that time. Shot something like 70% on their threes tonight, or in that game, and that was just a loss. So he said he was disappointed they lost that game, but I think they learned something from that loss.
Yeah, sometimes those are the best things to do, is lose a game, and they did. They responded well. Again, 2 big wins over Jackson Center and then Tri-Village to get here tonight.
Now the starters for the Cedarville Indians. Number 1, Isaiah Ramey, 6'5" senior, 15 points again. And their leading scorer, number 2, Trent Koenig, 6'2" senior, 20 points a game. Number 5, Peyton Herron, 5'10" senior, 7 points a game. Number 10, Hunter Baldwin, 6'3" senior, 4 points, 5 rebounds a game. Number 15, Calvin McKinnon, 6'2" senior, 5 points, 4 rebounds. They start 5 seniors for the Cedarville Indians. Jeff, while we got a minute, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We'll start with the Trojans.
Well, the Trojans want to get off to a good start. They don't want to play from behind early on against a good Cedarville team. They know they need to keep a body on Koenig and Ramey. Those are their scorers. Not that the other guys can't, but those are definitely the 2 heads of the snake, and they want to be the aggressor. Take it at them. Don't be complacent.
And now for the Cedarville Indians.
Stop their offense on transition. Botkins likes to get out, and they can score without defense on them. They know they need to rebound the basketball well against a good rebounding Botkins team, and also take care of the ball. Make sure each possession is secured, and you don't give up live ball turnovers that lead to instant offense.
So your keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Carter Plyman with the shot off the glass, and he will also draw a foul on the rebound.
Tough start there for Carter Plyman, as
And right now he looks like he might have some type of contact issue of some type.
Yeah, he missed the shot. And sometimes when the shooters miss a shot like that, over aggressive, if you will, trying to go after the rebound, and if he makes it, he's running down the court playing defense. He misses a shot, a good quality shot, but then commits the foul and then loses the contact as a result.
Cedarville again starting 5 seniors. Keep an eye on number 2, Trent Koenig, averaging 20 a game, and then Isaiah Ramey, 15 points a game. There's a big 1-2. After that, drops off to Herring at 7 points. And Jeff, you were telling me you saw Koenig play a couple times. He's a real deal.
He is, and it's almost like in the Jackson Center game in Tri-Village. I won't say he didn't play well in the first half, but he shined in both those games in the second half, especially against Jackson Center, and he does more than score. I tell you that. He plays good defense, and they got some live ball turnovers in both those games to help them get in that double-digit deficit and help them come back.
Shot by McKinnon, and he gets his own rebound, but steps on the end line, so the ball will go to the Trojans. Trojans 24-3. They won 11 in a row. They had the 3 losses. They were in a matter of 5 games. They had a little bit of a tough stretch against very good competition. Lost to Anna, Fort Laramie, and Antwerp in double overtime, their losses, but won 11 since and really playing their best ball as they come into this game. Turnaround up and rolls in there by Denton Holman.
Was a sweet move. Holman not known for scoring. That was a nice big-time spin move, and he finished, I believe, maybe with his left hand.
Nice block there by Plyman on Koenig. But rebound by Cedarville. Ramey with the basketball. He's guarded by Holman. Double team. They kick it out. McKinnon with the 3 in and out. Rebound by Pretty Paul.
For Plyman, his 55th block shot of the season.
Shot up by Pretty. Off the rim, tipped around. Rebound Botkins. Holman with the basketball. Kicks it over to Paul. Jacob Plyman going baseline. Gets his own rebound and is fouled from behind.
Well, good work by Jacob Plyman. Nice baseline move. Misses the shot. The boy hung in there and gets a nice stick back and draws the foul.
Big guy having a great year. First team all Shelby County League. First team Southwest District. 15 points, 7 rebounds for the 6'6" junior as he misses the first one. 63% from the foul line. Botkins as a team shoots a respectable 65%.
Yeah, we talk about it later. They're a good 3-point shooting team at 36, and you almost thought with that good range percentage from 3-point land, they'd be a little bit better at the free throw line. They missed both here to start the game.
Ramey with the rebound. 2-0 Botkins. Our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank think first. Ramey's 6'5", but he will handle the ball a lot. He's listed as a guard.
Yeah, I did not realize he was that tall until I read the program. And a 5-second violation.
Good defense there by Denton Holman.
Holman got the bucket a few possessions earlier, and a good defensive stand there against Ramey.
30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to let you know NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays. High school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD. On Channel 503, replay times are Saturday, March 20th at noon, or Sunday, March 21st at noon. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. 6:06 to go. Jeff, as you often see in these games, a little bit of a slow start, a lot of edge, a lot of energy, a little bit of nervousness and edge with both teams settling down. Good defense by Botkins so far.
It was. Nice job by Holman, just maintaining distance against a very good point guard in Isaiah Ramey. So a turnover, and it was not a turnover there. It was timeout before the 5-second call.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was, yeah.
So
good point.
I saw the hand go up, and I thought it was 5 seconds.
Under Ramey, underneath. Guarded by Plyman, tough shot. Rebound by Holman.
Well, Holman didn't get credit for the steal, but he gets the big defensive rebound.
Jaden Pretty Powell running the offense as always. First team all Shelby County Leagues. He looks back to his father on the play call with 5.5 to go first quarter. Driving to the hole and banks it in.
Nice move, tough to stop. Pretty Powell has good speed with the basketball, and That's why he's been so successful, is his quickness with the basketball.
Koning with the shot and drains it. Trent Koning.
He'll score from wherever, and however, he gets a good catch and shoot, and you saw there, dribble off the created space with the getting room off the dribble.
Carter Plyman with the basketball. Sophomore in this lineup, 3 juniors. Then you have the Plyman brothers, junior and sophomore. Zane Paul will do the 3. That'll rim in and out. Rebound goes to Ramey. He surveys the court. He's guarded by Plyman. Holman gives him up to Plyman.
3 senior starters for Botkins, and then the Plyman brothers as juniors and sophomores.
Correct. Foul on the play.
That might be the second.
Number. 2 fouls quickly there on Carter Plyman.
Take a look at here. See the contact is okay. Didn't see a lot of contact, but he might have had his right arm kind of extended and gets called, unfortunately, for a second foul.
Dylan Top, number 14, as well as Jamison Meyer, the hero of Tuesday's game. Koenig gives it up underneath. Shot up by McKinnon. That will roll off. But a foul on the play, and Caleb McKinnon will shoot 2. Foul on Purdy Powell is first, as you see the replay here, brought to you by Winners Meats.
Koenig draws a lot of attention when he drives, and he had about 3 black shirts around him. And then, like I said, he does more than score. He averages 4 assists a game, and that was one of the reasons why he'll probably get an assist on this, because he led it to McKinnon's 2 free throws. So give assists there to Koenig, but he draws a lot of attention.
Tied at 4. About halfway through this first quarter, regional final, Purdy Powell, and 1.
Same move, he was successful the last time down the court, able to get in there and then jump back into the defense that was floating, and 99% of the time that'll be a foul on the defense.
Koenig was guarding him. I think he's guarding him before, and I think he thinks he can be quicker, and so far he's shown that, trying to get the 3-point play. Purdy, the best foul shooter on the team, and he hits it. He's at 75%.
He did real well in their game earlier in the tournament here, where he was scoreless until the end of the game. They fouled him. He hit both free throws, a 1-and-1, and that stopped a run.
Wow, nice shot there by Koenig. Holman had good defense on there with a nice runner.
That game was Fayetteville Perry. That was the one where Fayetteville made a run, got down to 11. They fouled Purdy Powell, and he was able to knock down 2 free throws.
Jamison Meyer with the 3. Rebound Plyman, partially blocked. Another time does not fall. Rebound Cedarville. So just couldn't quite finish there by Jacob Plyman. Ball on the floor, stolen by Botkins. Up ahead to Plyman. And he is fouled. Looks like he was trying to go behind the back. Fouled by Ramey.
Well, Ramey did a good job hustling down the floor. I think Plyman heard footsteps, and Ramey's 6'5", so he knows he's there. He's going to either have to make a move to avoid the contact or the steal, but give credit to Ramey to foul before the shot attempt.
Zane Paul returns to the lineup. Places Denton Holman, who gets a nice ovation from the Botkins crowd as Botkins sold out there a portion of tickets tonight here at the Student Activity Center. Of course, not as full as we'd like to see it, but fuller than it's been.
It looks a lot different than it did 3 months ago, I'll tell you that. And
Purdy Powell again, 3 times with the drive, and 3 times he's made the basket.
7 points for Purdy Powell. 7 of the 9, the other 2 coming from Denton Holman.
Top a little bit too aggressive there on defense, draws a foul. That's 4 fouls already on Botkins.
Yeah, that's beginning to add up, and Cedarville is a very good free throw shooting team at 72%, so they can score, and if they get in a bonus, those are going to be opportunities that they can probably be scoring at.
Koenig, he's being guarded by Paul for a couple of possessions. Holman guarded Koenig. He's got 4 of the 6 points, puts up a shot. Back iron. Plyman skies for the rebound. Pretty drives, gives it up. 3-ball Paul. Well, rebound goes out of bounds. It will stay with Botkins.
Second chance opportunity. I don't know what all happened on the far sideline, but it'll be another look here for the Trojans.
Number 20, Hayden Henson, a 6'8" junior into the game. Also number 4, Drew Mason, in as well as Denton Homan for Botkins.
Pretty Paul comes out of the game with those 7 points, gets a break here. And remember, Carter Plyman on the bench with 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. He probably got them around the midway point of probably the 4-minute mark-ish. He got the first one right away, but picked up the second one a couple minutes later. So he's on the bench with 2 fouls.
Meyer, and there will be an illegal screen there. That will go against Homan. That's his first foul.
The Botkins will commit their first turnover of the game, also their 5th team foul. So again, 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to play. Already 5 fouls called against Botkins.
Right now, Coach Powell talking to the referee in the corner, trying to get the interpretation on it. There's a 3-ball off the mark by Mason. Ball is rebounded by Paul. Up ahead, Plyman. Follow. Can't get it to fall, and the ball's on the floor. We will have a traveling call. I think it was rebounded by Cedarville and on the ground, and they traveled, so the turnover would give it back to Botkins.
Well, a tough break for Jacob Plyman. He's had some shots at the rim, and they have just not gone down. He's been able to get there. And be nice to see him break through on the offensive end to get his confidence going here offensively. He's had some nice-looking shots, but not able to get us a score.
Pretty Powell. Rebound by Homan. He'll kick it out to Meyer. Reset it to Paul. 1:39 to go here first quarter. Botkins up by 3. Pretty Powell trying to work off the screen. He'll drive left. A little strong off the glass. Koenig with the rebound.
Hansen was there at 6'5" to make that shot a little bit more difficult. You saw the high arch that he made Pretty Powell shoot it at, and it just did not go in.
Ramey, tough shot around 2 defenders. Plyman with the rebound.
Good job, defensive rebound, Jacob Plyman.
Paul with the 3. Rebound and fouled.
But Homan has been a spark plug tonight here in the first quarter. He's already had a couple offensive rebounds. He's got a bucket, and again, not known for his scoring. He does average 4 rebounds a game, so that's not a surprise, but he's played some big minutes here in this first 8 minutes period.
6'5" senior.
Not particularly a good free throw shooter. So if these drop, it'll be bonus points for the Botkins Trojans. And
might be his night. He already has 3 points. The other 7 points by Pretty Powell.
I know Homan, I mentioned, he's, other than an illegal screen, he's done a lot of good things and a couple of rebounds for sure, 2 offensive for sure. I know he had a defensive board as well, and boy, makes both tosses.
Stretches the lead to 5, coming up on a minute to go. Koenig with the basketball as Botkins will switch to a 2-3 zone. Not sure if it's a 2-3 or 3-2, it looks like. Imagine to watch Koenig very closely, and he has the basketball now. Over to Ramey. He'll shoot the 3. Back iron, Pretty Powell the rebound. There's a foul on Ramey.
His second foul. So again, he shot the 3-ball, missed it, and then commits the foul. It's just mindset. You're frustrated. Maybe the shot didn't go down. You try to make a play to make up for it, and he commits a second foul.
So a starter for both teams on the foul with 2 fouls. Carter Plyman for Botkins, and now Isaiah Ramey for Cedarville. So come up on 30 seconds to go.
And Ramey did check out, yes, okay.
Looks like Botkins is going for the last shot in the quarter.
I believe Drew came in for Ramey at number
Correct.
3.
You're right. Over to Paul. Paul playing the 100th game at Botkins. That's a record at Botkins. And Paul to the hoop. Banks it home. Zane Paul. Down to 8 seconds. Drew McConing Give it up to Hansen, and he will bank it home. Hayden Hansen banks a three to end the quarter. Exciting quarter of regional final basketball on our First National Bank scoreboard. Botkins up by 4. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
1 quarter in the books here at the regional finals here at Vandalia High School. Botkins leads Cedarville by 4.
Yeah, they've been doing it with volume shots. They took 18 shots in the first quarter. Made just 5. They were 0 for 3 included in that, but they did bring down 7 offensive rebounds. I don't have the stats, how many they scored on, but they came away with some empty trips, although they did get some offensive rebounds, but 18 shots for the Trojans, 11 for Cedarville. Cedarville making just 3 of them, and a big one by Hayden Hansen at the buzzer.
McKinnon in the lane has to give it up. Hansen, there's a 3 by Herring, and Peyton Herring drains a 3.
Herring makes his 35th triple of the season, a 38% shooter, so he's a good shooter. He's made a number of them. Now that's his 35th. And going back to Hayden Hansen, who made his 4th three-pointer of the season, that one kind of a desperation to go in at the end of the first quarter.
Paul, drive a long 2. Rebound Cedarville. Koenig with the basketball. Gives it up, that will go out of bounds. Teammate didn't see it, it'll be Botkins' ball. Talk about the 3-pointers for Cedarville. Both these teams make a lot of threes. Cedarville has 158 threes, that's about 6.3 a game. Botkins, 195 threes, it's about 7 a game. That's some pretty big numbers.
And they shoot at both teams very well percentage. Botkins 36%, Cedarville 35%, so it's not like they're bad shots. They make them, and that's the risk reward. I say, how many times you're going to shoot a 3 versus trying to get a 2, but very good 3-point shooting percentages for both teams throughout the season.
Carter Plyman in the contest, playing with 2 fouls. I think he came in at the quarter break. Paul gives it up to Pretty. Plyman trying to post up underneath. Paul thought about a 3.
Just to recap, Botkins 0 for 3 from 3-point range in the first period.
Paul will give it another try, in and out. Rebound Botkins, and we will have a foul on Cedarville. That'll be foul number 6 on Cedarville.
Denton Holman, again, offensive rebound. So he's gonna keep the possession alive. Second personal foul on Caleb McKinnon.
So now 2 starters. You get another look at our replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Nice rebound as Holman just jumped straight up, the 6'5" senior.
It's probably his 4th or 5th rebound for sure already here in the first half.
Carter Plyman in on the inbound back to Pretty Paul, guarded by Conan. That's a matchup to watch. 3-pointer misses, rebound Koenig. Koenig, 3-ball, in and out.
Holman another rebound.
Another rebound, and we'll have a jump ball, quick call. But all in possession will keep with.
It'll stay with Botkins, so give Holman another rebound, and could not get rid of it quick enough, and a lot of pressure around him, and the tied ball, held in possession, will stay with the Trojans.
Dylan Top in the game, giving Jacob Plyman a blow. Pretty Powell bringing it across the timeline.
Yet to score. He's had some looks inside challenge, and be nice to get him on fire, get his offensive rhythm going. Another big-time weapon for the Trojans to go at or use. Again, he's their leading scorer at 15.4 on the game.
Pretty Powell guarded. There's a steal.
Quick hands by
the younger Koenig.
Yep.
Rebound that time by Dylan Top. Dodged a bullet there. Botkins with the ball, the 1-point lead. Brady Powell will be fouled. Ought to be a travel. He did a jump stop and needed an extra step.
Yeah, it was a little out of rhythm. I think the defense slid over. That kind of threw off his path, and that made him stop and kind of lose rhythm. And if not, he was going in for where he's very successful in the first quarter, making shots on that same type of drive.
Two Koning's bringing it up. Number 2, Trent Koning, the senior. I assume his brother Drew Koning is sophomore.
I should have checked. I think they are.
There's Drew with the basketball. Around there, and it'll be a foul on
Paul. Yeah, got a finger to the face on Trent Koning.
And Koning, he looks like he might have lost a contact. So we've had in two quarters of play, 2 contacts lost. So it's always always a fear when you have a player that's obviously used to wearing contacts to be able to put it back in.
And they called the foul there, so it was away from the basketball. Sometimes I guess if you don't see it, you can't call it, and then you just fix the contact, and coaches scream, well, how did he lose the contact? He had to have gotten hit. Well, that time, Paul got his hand up in the facial area, and they called the foul. So Paul Zane, that is, picks up his first foul. 16 fouls now for both teams.
We could be shooting a lot of free throws here in the first half. Is Koenig able to get it back in? He will inbound it.
Botkins took 5 shots from the line in the first quarter, making 3 of them. And Cedarville 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Neither team has shot, as you mentioned, free throws yet here in the second quarter, but there's a good recipe. We might see quite a few yet.
Koenig gives it up to Drew Koenig.
Nice move.
Shot up, blocked. That was Plyman again.
It was Plyman, or was it? Okay. That's his second block.
Yep.
And that gives him now 56.
Carter Plyman to the basket.
His first points of the game. In transition a little bit, Cedarville couldn't get back and play 5-on-5 like they had been, and Botkins really ran it well and got a nice finish from the sophomore, 6'5" sophomore Carter Plyman.
Aaron thought about a shot, not able to get it off. To Koenig, spin move, and he'll draw the foul on Plyman.
It looked like Plyman tried to use law of verticality, but boy, with a guy like Koenig, he can kind of go in, bounce off, and draw the foul, make it look maybe worse than what it is. Take a look at here. See what's Plyman, number 31 tonight. He tried to go up. Maybe he was floating a little bit. We didn't have a great angle.
Koenig, an 85% foul shooter. Again, I mentioned he averages 20 points. Pretty Powell into the game, as well as Dylan Top for the Trojans. So you're going to have those two, as well as Jacob Plyman, Jamison Meyer, and Zane Paul, as Koenig makes a pair lead back to 1.
You mentioned 85%. He came into the game 96 out of 113. So that's a lot of attempts. That just again tells you he handles the ball, he can go to the rim, and he's probably the guy that has the ball at the end of the game if teams need to foul. And he's really done a nice job. 85% is excellent from the foul line.
Paul on the wing. Under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Gives it up to Pretty Powell. Meyer, nice fake. 3, yes! Jamison Meyer with a tray.
Number 53 on the season. He had 7 in the regional semifinal game. 53rd of the season, a very good 39%. Good shot by Jamison Meyer, 5'9" junior.
And the first 3 for Botkins tonight. Cedarville back on the attack. Cedarville 24-1. That shot up by Koenig, in and out. Rebound Top.
Well, Botkins has done a nice job securing the defensive rebounds. They've only given up 2 offensive rebounds to Cedarville. Those were back in the first quarter. So good job to guys like Jacob Plyman, Denton Homan, Dylan Top that time. I know have been the big recipients of the defensive rebounds in this end.
Pass to Plyman. Nice job on the pick and roll, and Kleiman finishes at a 6-point lead for the Trojans.
Assist Jamison Meyer, excellent bounce pass, and their big man, Jacob Kleiman, now in the scorebook with his first 2 points.
Koenig, that will be tipped, that will be out of bounds. The Botkins bench, of course, wanted the ball, but referee says no, it's Cedarville's ball. Now the referees, about a real warning, but they're trying to tell the Botkins bench, just calm down, sit down. The emotions are high tonight.
And the Botkins right in front of them. I think they wanted a turnover against Cedarville. Not sure Zane Paul got a hand on it. Who knows? But they're trying to sell it. And official telling the bunch, you got to stay seated for the most part. And everyone's back in their seats.
Carter Plyman back in the lineup for the Trojans. Is Ramey now handling the basketball, playing with 2 fouls.
Well, Plyman came in, maybe came back out, but he had the bucket earlier in the quarter, a few possessions ago. He's got to be careful here. He doesn't pick up his 3rd.
Ball underneath the Baldwin. Hansen just reaches over the top of everybody with his 6'8" frame. That will go out of bounds and stay with Cedarville.
Hansen had a nice opportunity there. 6'8", you mentioned, reaching over 5'10", Jaden Pretty Powell. So not caught over the back. He just simply reached up and got it before Pretty Powell could get it, and there was no contact.
Hansen pull up. Rebound, there's Kleiman, and it'll be a reach-in foul in the backcourt, and that'll be the 7th team foul. So Kleiman will be shooting the 1-and-1.
Foul goes against Drew Koenig, his first. As you mentioned, the 7th. Another defensive rebound. Now that possession, Dave, was extended by the offensive rebound, but Cedarville not able to take advantage, and a good rebound by Plyman.
Plyman on the season, a 61% foul shooter. Zane Paul will go in for Plyman if he makes the 2 foul shots here.
Get him out of the game in the final 2 minutes with the 2 fouls. And
Peyton Herring, number 5, a 5'10" senior, comes in for the Indians. Plyman in and out. Hansen with the board. 6-point lead. Cedarville's had some empty possessions of late. There's Ramey. Rebounded by Plyman. Pretty Powell across the timeline. He has 7 to lead the Trojans. Surveying the courts, guarded by Ramey right now. Be interesting to drive on Ramey as Ramey's playing with 2 fouls. He does drive. Kicks it over to Plyman, ends up with it off a deflection. There's Carter Plyman, puts up a shot with the follow. Just can't quite finish. Outlet pass up ahead to Herring. Gives it up to Hansen, and he will travel. So the big guy took 1 too many steps and a missed opportunity.
Might have got it out just a little out of rhythm, something maybe he's not real comfortable, with got off balance, probably not used to handling the basketball. But boy, the Trojans, another offensive rebound, can't come away with points. And now I say another one. They had 8 in the first quarter. That was their first one here in the second quarter.
And offensive rebounds are all well and good, but if you don't score with them,
it just opportunity maybe missed.
Yep. Right now, under a minute to go. Botkins, I believe their biggest lead of the night at 6 points. They've been on 6 in a while. Pass underneath the Pretty, and there will be an offensive foul there as Koenig goes to the floor. That will be the 2nd foul on Pretty Powell. So fouls, both teams with 2 starters with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Carter Plyman with 2, Jaden Pretty Powell with 2 fouls, Caleb McKinnon, and also Isaiah Ramey, each with 2 fouls for Cedarville.
See what Cedarville does here with 40 seconds to go. Koenig has 5.
It's kind of odd. This is a situation Cedarville was in against Jackson Center and also Tri-Village. Just hung around at halftime. They were down by nearly 10 points in each of those games and went down by double digits in the 3rd quarter.
Koenig too hard on the layup off the glass. Coach Powell will call a timeout on the rebound by Top. So it'll be a 30-second timeout here. We'd like to remind you to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM in their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com. Your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County, WCSM AM/FM. If that reminds me, right now they are covering the New Bremen game as New Bremen's playing Columbus Grove at Van Wert.
Well, the Cardiac Cards continue to win. We've seen a couple of their games, and they've had some huge wins. As you see, the Botkins fans are good to see the kids back in action, if you will, being able to follow their high school team. And Cedarville across the way brought a big gathering as well, but the Cardiac Cardinals of New Bremen continue to win, and long way to go.
There,
I don't want to jump too fast forward here, but
they could if
you said
the winner of this game would not play the New Bremen if they keep winning until the state finals. Winner of this game would play the winner of Warren JFK and Richmond Heights is being played at Akron, as you see there on the screen. Again, the state finals, state tournament is at UD Arena this year as we're down to 6 seconds. Pretty Powell, the ball in his hands. Shot up, step back, will not fall. We go to the halftime here in this regional final on our First National Bank Botkins 20, Cedarville 14. We'll tally up our numbers. Be back with the second half here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Auglaize and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Welcome back to halftime here at Vandalia Butler High School on our First National Bank scoreboard. Botkins with a 6-point lead over Cedarville. Also want to update you on the New Bremen score over at Van Wert. New Bremen's leading Columbus Grove 22-18. Also like to do a shout out to the Anna boys and Coach Nate Barhorse. Had a valiant effort. Played Cincinnati Taft, lost in overtime. Great season for the Anna boys. Also, congratulations and good luck to Fort Laramie girls and Coach Carla Siegel. They won big over Crestview yesterday. They play McDonald in the state final tomorrow morning, I think at 10:45. So good luck to the Fort Laramie girls. Back to this game. Botkins up by 6 with our first half numbers. Mr. Jeff Henson.
Well, neither team has shot really very well at all. Botkins has been able to get 27 shots off. They make 8. That's good for 29%. Just 1 of 8 included in that are the Trojans from three-point shooting. And Cedarville, just 4 made shots out of 20 attempts. Although in their favor, at least 2 of them were three-point shots. They're shooting 20% from the field. Free throws, Indians perfect 4 for 4. Botkins 3 of 6. Rebounding edge belongs to Botkins. 22-12. They've had a number of offensive rebounds. Haven't really maybe capitalized on them as much as they wish. But they do have the more rebounds, which is giving them a few more shots and very few turnovers. Both teams playing really pretty clean basketball. Scoring leaders, first half, 6 from Trent Koning, 3 from Peyton Herron, 3 from Hayden Hansen, 2 from Caleb McKinnon, their total of 14. For Botkins, Jaden Pretty Powell with 7, all those in the first quarter. 4 from Denton Homan, 3 from Jamison Meyer, 2 from Zane Paul, 2 from Carter Plyman, 2 from Jacob Plyman, their total of 20.
And the other story going in at halftime, both teams with 2 starters with 2 fouls.
Jaden Pretty Powell and Carter Plyman each with 2 personal fouls. And for Cedarville, Isaiah Ramey and also Caleb McKinnon each with 2.
Ramey is tripped up there. That'll be a foul on Holman, his second. Game for a chance to go to the state tournament at UD Arena. Cedarville trying to go there the first time in school history for boys basketball. Botkins for the first time since 1994.
Yeah, that was quite a while. I was at the game 2 years ago at Botkins when they honored that team, had a nice presentation, half court. Got to find the guy's name out that does the poetry, but he had a nice poem about that season. It was fun to listen to, even not being a Botkins resident. I felt like I could understand the whole season and the excitement it brought to that town in '94.
Cedarville misses a shot, and there is
third
a
foul.
Foul on by Carter Plyman as that was kind of a loose ball on the Botkins side, and he gets his 3rd foul.
We'll see what we can see here. He lost the ball in the spin move. Now watch what happens when he goes down.
Ooh, that's a tough call. He's just trying to get the ball.
Yeah, and maybe from the angle the referee thought maybe he extended his arm, but I don't think he did.
As for now, he's staying in the ball game. Only with 3 fouls. Ramey drains a 3. Cuts the lead to 3.
His 34th made triple on the season, a 34% shooter.
Powell loses the pass, tries to save it, goes right to Konig's hands. There's another 3, that is short. Shot up in the corner there, I believe it was by Heron.
This is a scary start for the Cedarville. They've done it 2 games in a row against Jackson Center and Tri-Village, taken halftime deficits, and in the 3rd quarter made shots, but their defense has come up with big steals and like uncontested layups to get quick scores. So Botkins needs to make sure they don't give Cedarville any open looks and turnovers.
I'm guessing also one of the keys for Botkins in the second half is get more points from their height underneath. But both of the Plymans only with 2 points apiece, and between them they average about 24 points.
That would be true, as Jacob Plyman's had some opportunities. He's been challenged inside, and the shots have been all good-looking shots. I almost was ready to put him down as good, and they seemingly have rolled out of the rim. There's that live ball turnover that they almost created.
Paul to the hoop, draws back iron. Rebound Cedarville. Double team on McKinnon, now to Conan. Cedarville champions of the Ohio Heritage Conference, first time in 15 years.
They're going to call a foul. I thought
maybe a foul. Botkins fans wanted to travel there. Is Koning.
That might be on Plyman. Oh, 5, sorry.
Pretty Powell, that's his 3rd foul. So 2 Botkins starters now with 3 fouls, as Coach Powell will keep both of them into the game.
And you see, though, what Trent Koning can do with the basketball. He goes at it. He's going to force the referee to make a call, and he can create shots. So he's a tough one to defend.
Turnover. Denton Homan comes up with the ball.
Another good play by Homan. Won't get credit for the steal, but he'll get credit for the deflection. Or did he come up with it? I know was he the one that tipped it?
It kind of went off a hand of the Cedarville player, and
he
Homan
came up with it.
Drive to the basket. Jaden Purdy Powell. Big basket. First points for Botkins here in this half. McKinnon gets his own rebound. Goes up again. Banks it in.
Good work by Caleb McKinnon. He hung in there again, going against a 6'6" Jacob Plyman. Did a nice job staying on balance, getting the shot off the glass.
Once again, Purdy to the basket. This time draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2.
Mentioned Trent Koning being so creative with the basketball, getting to the rim. Don't mean to disrespect Jaden Pretty Powell. He also can get inside and very good as head and shoulder fake and can create havoc on defenses.
In and out on the first one. Jaden, first team All Shelby County Athletic League, 3rd team in the Southwest District. 14 points, over 3.6 assists a game. Those assists a game probably don't get as much notoriety as it should. As he hits 1 of 2 there.
He can score and he can pass and get guys in shooting rhythm.
Now a zone being played by the Trojans, 3-2 zone or a 1-2-2. They showed it for a possession or two the first half.
Looks like maybe, well, yeah, 3-2, or yeah, I agree. It's kind of keeping some pressure on the outside and maybe getting a hand in their face when.
I know Tri-Village played a lot of zone against Cedarville, and then went to man. They got torn up by Koenig. Koenig with the basketball. Drives, nice pass underneath there to Baldwin. A great assist there by Koenig.
You mentioned what eyes that Koenig draws when he penetrates. Good pass.
Tray by Jaden Pretty Powell.
Number 28 on the season, a big shot there. That's his 4th point. I'm sorry, his 6th point of the quarter, but a big 3-point made basket by Pretty Powell.
13 for him to lead the Trojans. Lead back to 5, and Ramey wide open underneath.
Someone missed an assignment there. Ramey now with 5 points in the game. All 5 here in the 3rd quarter. He made that 3-pointer to begin the half and got a nice pass there, an open, easy look for 2 points.
Drive, that time stolen away. Ramey comes up with it. Now Koenig. Koenig guarded by Powell. Nice dribbler, able to keep it there as he was in some trouble to Ramey. Three-point lead by Botkins, but it's a battle. Ramey to the hoop. Kleiman with the board.
Good help defense there. I believe it was Denton Homan that slid over and forced Ramey to really put some arch on the shot, make it a little bit more difficult than what he was hoping for. Good job by Homan contesting the attempt.
Paul trying to work off a screen. Back to Carter Kleiman. Coach Powell directing. They have really changed in the 3 years. The first year they were running and gunning. They've really been much better at the half-court offense in the last year, especially this year. Paul, 3, tipped all the way back. Pretty with the basketball. Kleiman thought about a 3.
Good, I think it was Carter Kleiman that tipped it out and kept the possession alive.
Underneath it, Jacob Kleiman banks it home.
Nice pass and a good finish by Jacob Kleiman, his 4th point of the game, and a second chance opportunity. The Trojans take advantage of it.
Lead back to 5, 28-23 on our First National Bank scoreboard. McKinion to Baldwin to Heron. They play their 5 senior starters, the only seniors on the team for the Indians. Their coach Ryan Godlove. Ball on the floor. Homan comes up with it again.
Right place, right time. Homan has given the Trojans a lot of good minutes tonight. Scored 4 points in the first quarter and has been rebounding the ball well, playing good defense, coming up with some loose balls, even creating some havoc on defense.
Pretty Powell draws the hoop, and he's done a great job driving to the hoop, and he's playing with 3 fouls.
He's been very aggressive, and he's been able, again, watch him go off the dribble. He's quick, and he can pull up, but he's able to duck under and draw the foul, almost get the basket, but he'll be at the line now for his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
In on the first is Top, and Meyer will come in the game to give Homan and Paul a break.
Pretty Powell, 3 of 4 so far tonight from the free throw line. As Dave mentioned earlier, 74% shooter from the charity stripe.
Splits a pair. Ramey with a rebound. 6-point lead for Botkins. They've led most of the night. Turnaround shot by Hansen. Rebound Botkins.
Is that shot blocked or just short?
I'm not sure. It was short. It's hard to, for where our angle are. We're kind of on the Botkins side, a little bit in the corner. Meyer to Pretty Powell. He's really handled the ball, been a lot of the offense, especially here in the second half. Kleiman to Meyer. He had a tray in the first half. Minute and a half to go, and that would be the 4th foul on Pretty Powell. Koenig draws the charge, and quickly Zane Paul will jump up, and he will take the place of Pretty Powell as he will go to the bench with 4 fouls.
Tough break for Pretty Powell. He's been very creative here in the 3rd quarter. 7 points to match 7 he had in the first quarter. 14 points. He sits down. He mentioned with the 4 fouls, so it seems how Botkins can maintain their offense here with their point guard on the bench, probably for the rest of the quarter.
Trent Koenig gives it up to Herring. Now to Ramey. Come up a minute to go. It was 6 points at halftime. It's 6 points now. Ramey splash with the 3.
His second made three-point shot all here in the third quarter.
Meyer gives up to Plyman. Plyman's been playing with 3 fouls as well. Guarded by Ramey. Gives it up to Paul. See where the offense comes. It's been mostly Pretty Powell in the second half. Lyman down to 30 seconds. 3-point lead for Botkins. Paul playing his 100th game as a Trojan. Looks up to the clock and he draws the foul. Foul on Peyton Herring, his second foul. Third team foul on Cedarville. 4 on Botkins with 19 seconds to go. Carter Plyman will inbound it to his brother, reaching, able to hold on to it.
I was just going to say, Jacob hasn't touched the ball much here recently, and they got it to him on the out-of-bounds play.
Oh, a nice pass. Plyman misses a dunk.
Lost the handle as he went up. Tough
Ramey
break.
down to 4 seconds. Over to Koenig. Dribbles, puts up a prayer. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Great regional final here at the Student Activity Center. Botkins leads by 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Balmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
Go to the fourth quarter here at Vandalia High School. Botkins Trojans, you see on our First National Bank scoreboards, leads by 3. Also an update on the New Bremen game. They are tied going in the fourth quarter with Columbus Grove, 33-33. Jeff, as we go to the fourth quarter, it's evident here, these are 2 good basketball teams. Unfortunately, one of them's going to be playing at UD next week. One of them is going to have their season end.
Yeah, we've had a great battle so far. We expected a good game. We've had one, and both these teams have played very hard so far.
Paul with a nice drive.
That third quarter action, Cedarville comes up winning the quarter 12-9, so they took that 6-point halftime lead, cut it down to 3, and did so on 5 of 11 shooting in the third quarter. They made 2 of their 4 triples included in that. Botkins in the third quarter, 3 of 6, just 6 shot attempts.
Zane Paul at the line. We mentioned he's playing his 100th game as a Botkins Trojan. Also a very good soccer player, first team All-State Player of the Year in the Western Ohio Soccer League. And right now he's only worried about basketball as he makes a couple big foul shots here. Lead that to 5. Ramey. Right now, Plyman is on the floor with 2 fouls. Pretty Powell for Botkins is on the bench with 4. Nobody with 3 fouls for Cedarville. Ramey at the elbow rolls off. Rebound by Drew Koenig. Shot up there by Herring. Rebound by Botkins. Benton Homer with another rebound. Plyman against Hansen. That is blocked by Hansen. And there'll be a foul on the Conan is tripped. Be the 5th foul on Botkins.
Denton Homan picks up his 3rd foul. Nice defensive play by Hayden Hansen, 6'8" versus 6'6". Hansen gets the better of Jacob Plyman on a spin move and then pick up the 5th foul against the Trojans with just over 7 minutes to go.
Check the lineup for Cedarville. Trent Koenig, Drew Koenig, Hayden Hansen, number 20, Ramey, number 1, and also 5, Peyton Herring, the 5 Indians here early in the fourth quarter for Coach Ryan Godlove. 24-1 and champions of the Ohio Heritage Conference in the South Division. And there'll be a timeout by Coach Godlove. 30-second timeout. Again, our replay times are Saturday, March 20th at noon, and also Sunday, March 21st at noon. Those games are on Channel 3 and Channel 503. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
You mentioned Cedarville, their first Ohio Heritage Conference South title. They hadn't won one in 15 years, so a new thing for them this year. And we mentioned Botkins, their first Shelby County Athletic League championship since 1993. So both teams kind of ended dry spells, as you see Coach Sean Powell there in his 3rd season.
Yeah, this is always, I always think this is the biggest pressure cooker, the regional finals. You're so close to the state. If you go to the state and lose, so be it. You have the experience of being at state, but this is the tough one that you have to win in order to get to state. Botkins has led most of the way, leading by 5 now with 6:30 to go. There's Herring with the basketball. There's Drew Koenig, the sophomore. Trent Koenig, there's a 3 by Herring. Rebound, Botkins.
Good possession defensively for the Trojans, and Koenig didn't even get a shot look, if you will. So you have one of the guys someone else besides Koenig is going to beat us and get a triple shot from Herring.
Coach Powell with the timeout. With 6:02 to go.
Each team down to 3 timeouts. That looks to be like it's a 30 as well.
30-second timeout. I hope you're enjoying this presentation of Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports as we see both the benches, both 2 very successful teams. Number 7th ranked Cedarville, 24-1. Botkins, number 9th ranked in the Division 4, 24-3. Both these teams are long winning streaks. Botkins won 11 in a row. Cedarville's won 18 in a row.
And you remember Botkins, those 11 in a row come off of losing 3 straight beginning of the year, I believe it was. You said 3
of
losses
5 they lost. Yeah.
So they bounce back, but there's some good quality losses, if you will. And sometimes you learn the best from them, and that's probably why these teams are participating tonight.
Paul been running the point mostly here with Pretty Powell on the bench with 4 fouls. Meyer in the corner. Has to pick up his dribble to Homan. Homan almost loses it. Out of Jacob Plyman to Paul. Ball to the basket and in.
Sweet move by Zane Paul. Nice maneuver and got around some good shot blockers and able to put a big bucket on the board.
And there's a turnover. Botkins comes up with it.
First turnover of the quarter for Cedarville. Their 3rd of the half, their 8th turnover of the game. Botkins 7 turnovers in the game.
St. Paul's done a nice job of handling the basketball. He's had 4 points of late, gets the ball back from Meyer. Over to Plyman. Plyman's played a long time with 3 fouls, drives to the basket. Jamison Meyer in and out. Nice save by Holman, tipped around. Cedarville will come up with it, and Koenig will be fouled by Meyer. And that'll be the 6th foul.
Intentional.
Oh. They called intentional. Wow. I'm not sure what happened there exactly.
I'm not either. It was away from me.
Can it be if you hit the header, it'd be a flagrant?
The referee made it sound like he grabbed his shoulder. I didn't see it.
It's Trent Koenig will miss the first one, an 85% foul shooter. And we'll take another look here in our winners meets replays. Yeah, Meyer looked like he grabbed him.
But he swatted down kind of at the wrist/arm, but maybe from the angle the official was at, it looked a little bit more violent.
Yeah, it only cost him 1 point. They were having the ball. Cedarville had the ball already. So Botkins with a 6-point lead with exactly 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go for a trip to the state tournament at UD. Koenig now guarded by Plyman. As now they've switched back to his 3-2 zone. Ramey way off on the tray, saved by Baldwin, but Paul with the basketball. Zane Paul gives it up to Plyman. Plyman drives, gives it to Jacob Plyman. Zane Paul now guarded by Ramey. Dylan Top has just checked in. Underneath the Plyman. Plyman and one.
Nice move, excellent ball fake. Timed it well. Got Baldwin off the ground and then finished. And kind of a rough night from the field, shooting from Jacob Plyman. That's a big one right there. Good move by number 31, Jacob Plyman.
Plyman wearing 31 tonight, trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. Lead at 9.
Biggest lead of the game.
See what Cedarville will do. As Jeff said, they've come back in their last 2 tournament games with by this.
Those were in the
type
third
of deficit.
quarter.
Yeah.
This is fourth quarter, not as much time left. Other 2 wins they get here was a third quarter 10-point deficits.
Koenig guarded by Paul, now to Ramey. Into the corner, it's Herring with the tray.
Huge shot for Herring.
Peyton Herring.
His second triple made of the night. His 6 points, his 35th and 36th of the season. Again, he's a good shooter from that distance at 38%.
That will go out of bounds. A little bit of mix up there on the sideline there as Purdy Powell will check back in the game with 3:31 to go.
And the 4 fouls, so
yep.
He went out with about a minute 20 to play, I think, in the third quarter when he picked up the 4th foul.
And he's guarding Koenig, and they're in their zone.
Yep.
Still in the 3-2 zone. There's Ramey. Ramey to Herring. Underneath McKinnon.
Well, there's too much room.
Conan 3, and he will be shooting 3 foul shots for the 6'2 senior. Second foul on Zane Paul as you see the replay.
That should have been on Homan.
That should have been on Homan. As there's 3 shots here by Conan. Again, an 85% shooter, averages 20 points a game. Has just 8 so far as Botkins has kept him under control. But he now cut the deficit to 4. One more could be 3 as Jamison Meyer comes in to replace Homan.
Well, Homan came out of the game, but the foul was called against Paul, right?
That's what the PA said, and missed the last one, so a 4-point lead. It was a 9-point lead, a 5-0 run for Cedarville. Jamison Meyer, quick ball handler.
It's got to be almost a 5 count as Herring was doing a nice job keeping ball pressure on him and keeping him in front of him.
Ball down to Plyman to Paul. You want to run some clock, but you also got to stay in your offense. The balance that Botkins is in right now.
Botkins, again, you want to try to get off points on your offense. They're not a bad free throw shooting team, but maybe not a super duper percent scoring team, but from the foul line, but long way to go yet here. We'll see once if Cedarville, how they attack here, if they will. Well, they're going to draw a foul here.
Purdy Powell did a nice job, draws the foul on Koenig.
That's his first foul of the game. Watch Powell here, Purdy Powell. Again, speed, change of pace, right about here. Kind of gave him a little bit head and shoulder fake and enough to draw contact.
Purdy Powell with 14 points, and seems like it's a lot of the game plan as they felt like he could beat his defender off the dribble, and he has for the most part. Hits the first.
4 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. And yes, remember his points early in the game came off drives to the basket, got around a guy, and then kind of went and scored near the basket off the rim or off the bankboard. And that's where most of his offenses come from.
Denton Homan back in the game for Meyer. It's probably a little bit of offense-defense substitution there. Powell hits a pair.
5 of 7 from the line. That'll 74% free throw shooter. He's done a nice job hitting his free throws tonight.
Heron with the basketball underneath. It's Ramey. Loses the handle, but draws the foul. Got a break there. That'll be a 1-and-1.
That one is on Holman, his 4th.
Ramey was fortunate there in that he lost the handle, but somehow he came up with it, and he ends up getting foul shots out of it.
It'll be a bonus opportunity. As you mentioned, offense, defense, substitutions. Holman mouthing, I got the ball. And again, it's a lot of hands going activity, and the referee calls the foul.
Ramey, a 75% foul shooter. In and out. Pretty with the rebound. 2 minutes to go. I imagine Botkins will run some more clock and spread it out. Pretty Powell against Koenig.
He's got to get.
Oh, and it's tipped from behind. It'll go out of bounds, and Botkins will keep it.
Nice job there, almost, but Pretty Powell almost could have got a foul late. It didn't materialize. He put his arm out to shield the offensive player from getting to the basketball. It didn't really materialize like I thought it was going to, but I thought that could have been a cheap way to get his 5th foul.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful against Koenig right now. Powell, and there's the steal by McKinnon. To the basket, banks it in, lead it down to 4.
This is how they made their comebacks against Jackson Center and Tri-Villager. Defense tightened up. They got loose ball or live ball turnovers that resulted in instant offense to help them come back in their 2 previous wins here at Vandalia Butler.
Meyer to Paul. Got 3 quick guards, good ball handlers, and Paul, Pretty Powell, and Meyer. Most of the time they will be handling it. Pretty Powell to the basket, swatted away there by Baldwin. And it's tipped back to Botkins. Up ahead to Pretty Powell, blocked. McKinnon will be bumped, and a lot happening back and forth.
I believe
opportunities, but
2 block shots by number 10, Hunter Baldwin, blocks 34 and 35 on a season, well timed. And yeah, a lot of activity, a lot of up and down there, and credit the Indians. Hunter Baldwin, 6'3" senior with some key blocks.
Caleb McKinnon, a 6'2" senior, 61% foul shooter with a 1-and-1. Ooh, got the fortunate roll. That's a 9-team foul, so it'll be double bonus. Botkins had a 9-point lead with about 5 minutes to go. But we knew Cedarville was going to battle the whole way. And McKinnon in and out. Rebound Plyman, now to Paul. Under a minute to go. Botkins for the trip for the first time in 27 years to the state tournament. Ball back to Pretty Powell. Pretty, gotta be careful with Koenig guarding him.
Gotta make sure he doesn't get a 5-second, oh, it's a timeout, okay.
Timeout by Coach Powell.
It's gotta be a full.
Be a full timeout. Or step aside, you're watching tournament basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Grand Lane's Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. We got a good one. Botkins trying to hold on by 3 with 35 seconds to go.
It's going to be difficult. They're going to have to make their free throws because Cedarville is very aggressive defensively. They have quick hands. They play pretty good defense. Both these teams average about 60-plus points on the season. I know Botkins is at 64. Cedarville, Dave, is at
61.
And both teams aren't even going to break. They might be first one to 40 to win this game. But Cedarville plays good pressure defense. They've already done it once where they got a scoop and a steal and a score. So you can't relax. There's going to be pressure on the ball, no doubt, against the Trojans by the Indians.
Meyer able to get it in to Paul. Paul to Pretty Powell. to Plyman, and Carter Plyman will be shooting a 1-and-1.
60% shooter. It's almost like they knew maybe who they wanted to go after. They didn't want to foul Pretty Powell. He's a high percentage free throw shooter. So the sophomore here is going to have some big free throws. It'll be a 1-on-1 opportunity.
This will be the first 1-and-1 for Botkins here in the second half. Just the 17 foul, so they might have 2 more 1-and-1s. Plyman hits it.
Big shot.
Big shot. It makes it a 2-possession game. The lead at 4. Holman checks back in for defense. He's playing with 4 foul. Another timeout on the floor. Coach Powell, you see him round up his troops, trying to repeat what the 94 team did. The 94 team, some of the players on the team, the late Josh Steinke, Tom Plattfoot, Jason Wendell, Jason Rickert, Phil Vehorn, Trevor Rogers, Jesse Kreitzer, coached by Tony Rogers. They beat Minster in the regional finals. That game was actually at UD, so it's kind of ironic. They're trying to go back to UD, and they beat Minster that year. That was in Coach Mike Lee's first year in that game that they beat that. So trying to get that history back, and what's always been a strong basketball school in Botkins. And
yeah, that's their prime sport, if you will. I mean, there was nothing else. Now, they've got soccer, which they've been very good at here as well, but with no football, basketball has reigned supreme, if you will. And, you know, this is a big game for this class. I mentioned earlier, the class, the community, the county for the most part, too. Somewhat different, if you will, between Fort Loramie and Jackson Center, the only other 2 schools to get to the state tournament of Shelby County Athletic League in Division IV. I don't know if Anna's ever been there. I think it was just JC with titles. JC and Loramie with titles.
Titles in the lower divisions, because Botkins has been there.
But no, the Shelby County Athletic League. Big free throws here from
second
Carter
one here
Plyman.
for the sophomore Carter Plyman. 2 clutch free throws. Lead at 5.
Each team with 2 timeouts left.
Koenig gives it underneath to Baldwin. Rebound back to Cedarville. Herring puts up a shot off the backboard, gets his own rebound, rolls out. Herring gets a rebound. Timeout with 9 seconds to go. 9 seconds, a 5-point lead.
Boy, what an effort there by Caleb McKinnon on his triple and then his follow-up shot. Neither one could go. They got a great offensive play. Koenig had the strong screen. They threw it to number 10, Baldwin, who had a good look on a pick and roll. Couldn't score there, and then multiple looks from McKinnon come up empty. And it's not over yet, but boy, Botkins definitely has an advantage here. If they hit some shots, a free throw, secure the inbounds, pass, catch, you're going to get fouled. Hold on to it. You're going to get hammered. Hold on to the ball. Go win it at the foul line.
Yeah. If once they get the rebound or if they score, they have to inbound it. Do not turn it over. If they do not turn it over, odds are pretty good for the Trojans. You see Coach Sean Powell in his 3rd year, I think they went 10-11 the first year. Last year they won 18-7, just stepping stones. Trying to get that 25th victory here tonight for the season and be the biggest one of all.
Yeah, they're going to have a big time here to get these 9 seconds out of the way, but you're right. They're still with Cedarville basketball. When they do score here, expect Botkins. They're going to get hammered. Cedarville will have to stop the clock on a score.
McKinnon, there'll be a foul.
Oh, my.
That is not one, but Botkins wanted a foul without time going off.
Foul's on 4.
That foul is a 10th foul.
So that will help. I apologize. I was thinking Botkins, with possession, but Cedarville gets a break now. They're going to have a chance here with 9 seconds. A great shooter on the line.
Trent Koenig, 9 points, 2 foul shots, double bonus. And hits it. And the other thing is no clock ran. Ordinarily, you lose a couple seconds. So with 9 seconds, they're going to foul right away. And Botkins will have to, like you usually have to do in these tough tournament games, hit the foul shots. But right now, Koenig, a big foul shot. This could make it a 3-point game.
Koenig, 6 out of 8 from the line. Not real sure what.
I think the net they wanted to fix, and then something at the scorer's table. But Koenig The foul shot.
Hold on to the ball. Hold on to it. You're going to get hammered.
Plyman will inbound it. It's a pretty foul.
Hold on.
Ooh, back to Plyman, and he is fouled, but they're able to run almost 4 seconds off. Good catch by Plyman on that pass.
Yeah, it was a little off mark, but he's able to use his length to gather it. And again, Cedarville is just aggressive and quick. They cover a lot of ground and make it difficult. And you obviously don't want to throw the ball away and give a live ball turnover, but Carter Plyman hit 2 big free throws the last time. He's going to have 2 big ones here. Double bonus.
No, one and one. Still 1 and 1s. He hit this first one. Be a lot. Otherwise, look for Cedarville. Cedarville will call timeout. They'll have another one. That's their last timeout. So last timeout here. Full timeout as Coach Powell will do a quick break. We'll be right back.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
5.4 seconds as you see the Botkins huddle. Carter Plyman will be on the line for a 1-and-1, leading by 3.
And remember, Dave, you mentioned it. No timeouts remaining for Cedarville. Obviously, they've got not much time left. So a miss here by Plyman. They got time to get a quality shut off, no doubt. But the Indians have to do it on the fly. Big free throws here for Plyman.
Southmore takes a couple breaths. 1 dribble. And in.
Huge.
That should pretty well ice it. No timeouts by Cedarville. 3 clutch free throws by Carter Plyman here in the last 30 seconds.
60% shooter on the season, but percentages guarantee you nothing.
100%, 4 of 4 down the stretch. That should do it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Cedarville, no timeouts. Conan drains a 3, but that will do it. The Botkins Trojans are going to state as they win a thriller, 42-40 over Cedarville in a great ball game.
Wow, what an ending to this basketball game. Good job by the Trojans, taking care of business at the foul line.
You see the fans, you see the very happy team, and well, they should. Carter Plyman down the stretch, clutch foul shots, and now they will cut the nets, and more importantly, they will be playing Friday, 11 o'clock. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the net cutting here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers. Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hokie Lumber.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Uglaze Audiology, NKTelco.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
The state-bound Botkins Trojans, as they start cutting down the nets, a very happy squad, and why not? See Carter Plyman kissing the trophy. Right now, Jaden Pretty Powell has it under his arms, and our hard-fought victory. And Botkins will play the winner of Richmond Heights and Warren JFK. That's being played at Akron right now. As they start the net cutting, that was Jordan Hartzog. 42-40. Botkins was in control most of the way, but a lot of clutch free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, they went 9 for 9, did Botkins in the fourth quarter, so they sealed it. Again, Cedarville, the 9-point deficit again, they almost overcame their third straight double-digit second half deficit. Botkins got them close, they did, but Botkins prevailed, and free throw shooting down the stretch was key.
Botkins community has been waiting since 1994 to do this, to have this moment, before they were chanting cut the net. I believe they have t-shirts as a team that have, say, cut the net on. They sported them after their district championship. Right there is they have Elijah Stewart getting his souvenir. Score by quarters, Botkins led 13-9 after one, 20-14 at halftime, 29-26. And the final score on our First National Bank scoreboard, 42-40. Now you have Carter Plyman. And they will play, just got updated, Botkins will play Richmond Heights as they defeated Warren JFK today. So that will be Botkins' opponent on Friday at the UD Arena.
Denton Homan up on the stand right now.
No, Dylan Top right now.
Oh, sorry, Dylan Top, sorry, 14.
Next will be, as they go through the junior class, Jamison Meyer.
Meyer had a three-point basket in the second quarter for his 3 points today. Had a big game, you mentioned, in the semifinals to help his team to win this, to be at this point, I should say. A great three-point shooter.
Had 7 free throws. I like the quote he said. He woke up 7 threes.
When he woke up?
When he woke up that day, he said he felt feeling dangerous like Baker Mayfield.
He's a Browns fan, and here's Jacob Plyman, 7 points on the night. Number 31 tonight.
Juniors and
this is a senior, Garrett Greavy.
Garrett Greavy getting his net.
I hear the chant of GG.
Greavy, yeah.
Either that or GG. Well, it's nice when you see schools like this. They know all the fans, and fans know all them. It's they're cutting down the net, not only for themselves, but for all their classmates. And that's what makes it neat when you have a tight community, a village, if you will. And
Parker Geis up next, the senior. One of the 6 seniors on this team. And nothing better than your senior year to be able to play in this state tournament.
Job well done.
Next will be 23, Tyler Free, 6'1" senior. And people remember this senior class like they remember the class of 1994. Tyler with his souvenir. Different players are handing off the trophy to each other as they go up. There's Zane Paul, had a lot of good points and good job handling the ball when Pretty Powell went out with foul trouble.
Yeah, he did, and ran the show, if you will, and hit some big free throws. Paul, 6 points, and he had 4 in the fourth quarter.
And in playing in his 100th game.
Century game.
Yeah, it's fair. You'll never forget his 100th game, that's for sure. And then you have Denton Homan.
Well, he 4 points on the night for Denton Homan, but he had a lot of intangibles, or the stuff you don't see in the box score. He got him off to a good start when Jacob Lyman was maybe having a rough shooting night. Came up big with 4 points, hit 2 free throws. That might, back to back. He struggled from the line this year, but got it done in the first quarter. Played good defense, rebounded the ball very well.
Next is Jaden Pretty Powell. 16 points. Focal point of the offense tonight. A lot of his dribble drives to the basket. He was just basically quicker than his defenders tonight.
He was. He got some offense on his own, if you will, getting around defenders, scoring the basketball early off the glass, and again, played through some foul trouble as well, so his speed really was tough to stop. Here's one of the assistant coaches, Smurgy. This will be Brad.
Yep. It's the assistants, they put in a lot of time away from just a lot of work and just time. They're not doing it for the glory or the fame, just they're doing it for a chance like this and just like the big game of basketball and being around kids.
And this is Chad Bergman. Talked to him before the game. He's a 16 graduate of Botkins and on the staff as well. We spoke before the game a little bit, and he thought the team was ready to go.
Yeah, a lot of these Botkins alumni that are on the assistant coaches.
Yes, have I thought he was going up again, but yeah, a lot of local ties, if you will, along with the other coaches not from the area.
I think it's Andrew Davis here, AD, the crowd is chanting.
Now, he's not the athletic director, but he is Andrew Davis. And now the athletic director.
Yeah, Brad Bergman's been with the program a long time.
He's a 08 graduate from Botkins. And there's going to be a loud roar here in a second when he's done, as Coach Powell will be up then.
And then head coach Sean Powell. His third year, he's bringing Botkins to the promised land, if you will, the state tournament. As he cuts down the net.
There's the feeling. That's what it's all about, is the school, the community can celebrate, and job well done, Botkins Trojans. What a job, what a battle against Cedarville. Rough way for them to end. They have a great season. They're a quality team. They made it very difficult on the Trojans, and the Trojans make the plays.
Well, we'll keep the camera on. We'll also put the stats up here for the game. Our team stats. Jeff,
field
go
goal
over.
Shooting right there. Botkins 13 of 39 on the game. Just 2 of 11 from three-point range. Cedarville 11 of 41 overall. 6 of 18 from three-point range. Free throws were big for the Trojans down the stretch. They finished 14 of 19, 9 of 9 in the fourth and final quarter. Good job by the Trojans finishing strong at the line. The Cedarville Indians 10 of 13, also a very good percentage. Rebounding margin belongs to the Trojans 34-23, and not a lot of turnovers. Both teams played very nicely, taking care of the basketball. Botkins 9, Cedarville 8, your final game stats, and a huge win for the Trojans, 42-40.
Some of the individual scoring there, Jeff. So look at the highlights.
For Cedarville, Isaiah Ramey ends with 8 points. Trent Koenig, 14 points, thank you. Also, Peyton Heron finished with 6, 2 from Hunter Baldwin. And Caleb McKinnon had 6, and 3 from Hayden Hansen, their total of 40. And for the Botkins Trojans, mentioned some of them as they were getting the net cut down. We'll run through them one more time. From top to bottom, Denton Holman with 4, Jamison Meyer with 3, Zane Paul with 6, Jaden Pretty Powell 16, Carter Plyman 6, Jacob Plyman 7. That should add up to be the total of 42, the winning score for the Trojans tonight.
The Cedarville Indians end a very successful season at 24-2. Congratulations to the Indians and also Coach Ryan Godlove. Very good season, a very good team. The Botkins Trojans, they will be going to state 25-3 now on this season. They will play Richmond Heights 11 a.m. at the UD Arena. Congratulations and good luck to the Trojans. Our player of the game, you can pick a lot of them, and the tournament games a lot of times come down to free throws. Carter Plyman with 4 of them.
On cue there, nice spin move to the basket for his only field goal, but boy, he hit some huge free throws. A 60% shooter, steps up to the line, makes 4 of 4 in the final, minute of the game. The 2 big ones at the very end to take the game out of reach from Cedarville, and huge job by Carter Plyman. A number of his teammates played well. It was a defensive battle tonight. Things did not come easy offensively for either team, but Plyman, Carter that is, the 6'5 sophomore, 6 points, and the big ones down the stretch to secure the win for his team, the Botkins Trojans.
Congratulations to Carter Plyman, but more importantly, even more congratulations to the Botkins Trojans. They will be going to the state tournament. We wish them all the luck. Congratulations to Coach Powell, the staff, and the entire team. We'd like to thank our NKTelco staff, our staff here tonight, as this is our last basketball game of the season. We've had a lot of fun this year. We hope you've enjoyed watching it. Director Scott Robinson, assisted by Bryce Hamrick. On camera, Mark Fissel. My partner tonight, Jeff Henshin. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching all season long here on NKTelco Sports.